Okay. So, well, this is a funny way to say it, but when you do well, you do well. But once in a while, in the case of Nate-san, after you swing up and try to stop, but you get the extra step comes in afterwards. And in the case of Hiromi-san, you lose some momentum. Your momentum goes somewhere else. The reason is, in the case of Hiromi-san, we already told you this is this one, so this goes slightly move forward, and this one pulls. Therefore, there's a tension between your hand and whatever you are holding is tension. Good. And in the case of Hiromi-san, this tension has to stay, except its tension is upward. So this goes up and this goes down. So it goes down. And in the case of Hiromi-san, since you are not holding anything, therefore you lose the tension like this. When you do this, no tension here. And you think it's just a tension between the hands, but when you can keep the tension between this one and that one through the whatever you're holding, good. If you can do like I do, then you feel somewhere you do this, your body get tense here. It's not just a hand. Right? You feel something in your body too, right? But then of course, this is just a hand, so nothing happens, but then you feel some tension in your body. Actually, entire body stays tense, right? So then goes attack, right? So that's one. And in the case of Nate-san, now also there, of course, Hiromi-san, but in the case of Hiromi-san is more or less doing it already. Now you remember 2 weeks ago, we talked about Adam's apple, right? And we have to work there. So this has been a long time, but our lower jaw has a U shape here. So the one is here, and that one is the pivot most of the time, but U shape, and there is another one here. You remember the how the jaw structure is, or you have some picture showed us, Hiromi-san?
はい。いいですか？
let's see. This is a muscle, right? Yeah, it's been, oh yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Could you point it out, the one that it's more like this shape?
これですか？
Could you, yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Yeah. And this one. And this one. This one and that one. Maybe I should use this one and that one. So the most of the time, we are using this as a pivot, which is closer from the neck bone. Right? So the most of the time, we are using this. But now I'm sorry. Most of the time, we are using this. Therefore, this length is longer from the neck, means as a leverage, this works like this, downward. But by opening a mouth, then this comes down and this upper jaw goes up, therefore no touching around here. So now where the jaw touches to the upper arm comes here, inward, which means your leverage arm is shorter. Therefore, hi, Hiromu-san, can you see my, so there's this, this part, back side of the head is hanging back, and now the arm becomes shorter, so it becomes more like this, more like this, more like this. So that's how the, yeah, めくて what dog comes in, which means it's open, therefore no longer touching here, but touching here. Therefore, when we say men, te, do, this one goes down, down, down. So once you get this, and then say man, then this one is going down. So they naturally put head moves in. 4. So that motion, whether you make it as a voice or not, but at least and because the gravity is downward, therefore put your spine down, it does the same thing. But I'm sorry, not the spine, your skeleton down, skeleton down.
はい。
That does the same thing. So, that requires, because normally our jaw doesn't come out. But at that instance, we pull our jaw out, which is an unusual effort against our body. Therefore, we need really determined mind to say, man. If you would say it, man, that doesn't work. Right? So that's what the voice, man, dog, is really doing something. Right? So, it's man. That's important. So, whether it becomes voice or not is outside matter, but at least as though you are saying, you are voicing, let your chin move. Or so now that will improve the sharpness of the cutting in.
はい。
So please try. Initially, you don't need to hold the something which is probably easier now to move your jaw. So while you are moving, you have to switch the pivot version. So move and the main is almost the same. If you say main and move, no good. Or move and main, no good. You have to do it.
ね Man.
That's right, that's right.
Man.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. That strong voice comes in not because you hate your partner, but that's for yourself.
Man. 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 man, 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 man.
Okay, pretty good. So then now you should be able to do the same thing with something in your hand.
Man, man, man,